Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez, and our spiritual council. Welcome. The name Georgia is coming in, and 11 stood out again. Yay! Welcome to everybody. Welcome to, and 16 for some. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to the upcoming 28-day Zodiac read for the sign of, drum roll please. I did think of Gemini and Libra came out, so we want to do Gemini and Libra, but we just recently did a lot of the recent ones that we did. It's like they want more, but this sign needs to, an uncle is involved. I'm getting unk. For some of you, you have an uncle that you call unk. There's an uncle, it's something about a debunking something. Somebody wants to debunk something, but my throat chakra is itchy. For some of you, somebody needs to speak their truth in a situation, and they get a standing ovation. I was getting Capricorn energy. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. Air energy has been very present, but we are in the midst of Aquarius season, so for some of you, an Aquarius could be significant. But we want to give another sign a chance and see if something at romance. You want to give somebody a chance at romance, my lovies? We want to give somebody a chance, and there's the Aquarius. I felt like Aquarius was going to come in first. I'm like, watch this Aquarius come in, because Aquarius wants to come in. So we'll have Aquarius and Sagittarius. Okay, so this is what we'll do. We're gonna read Aquarius's right now. We will do Gemini, Libra, and Sagittarius after. So we're getting the lineup straight. For some of you, you gotta get a lineup straight. You gotta get your. For some of you, it's like, you know what's coming in, like March Madness. Like for some of you, you could be actually like looking forward to March Madness, and you're trying to get your lineup straight. For some of you, you actually are trying to get like a lineup straight. For some of you, somebody could have jacked up your lineup and you don't like it. I was like, I'm trying to like. For some of you, I'm a channeler. I channel thoughts, feelings, emotions, and visions. But for some of you, and technically the choice, the lovers, so Gemini. So for some of you, you're definitely dealing with a Gemini who doesn't lie. For some of you, you can be picking between, look at you, Aquarius. Look at you, honey. You're trying to look at opportunities for money. You're trying to make a choice. For some of you, you could be going from the single life to a couple. So for some of you, you could be trying to make a choice. Who's coming up in the lineup? I'm telling you, everything is coming. There should be like a Gemini Aquarius together. Which one do we do, my lovies? Now let's do Aquarius. Oh, because you know what? Who's first? You know who's first, my lovies? You know who's on the hearse, my lovies? You know who's first? Gemini. So we'll do Gemini, Aquarius. So we'll do Gemini, Aquarius. Jesus. Someone is like making a decision. They're trying to make a decision. Like, who's coming up in the lineup? Who do I have to check out for? Someone is trying to make a decision between serious things. Last Gemini read was also this fun, and it makes my mouth water. And for some of you, you make somebody want to have a daughter. So we'll do, and you need a spotter for some of you, could be, this is Sparta for others. For some of you, you could be working out a lot with your brothers, with your bros. Ooh, you got a bromance happening, a gym man's happening for some of you. Male, female, take it how it resonates. But okay, we'll do Gemini, we'll do Aquarius, then we will do Libra, then we will do Sagittarius. Because Gemini doesn't lie. Gemini wants to come first. Gemini's going to skip the line. Or there's a Gemini who's going to skip the line, my lovies. It's going to go, you're divine. Someone's going to skip the line, they're divine. And they have triumph. So for some of you, you could be traveling quite a bit. For some of you, you could be skipping the line somewhere. For some of you, you could be looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Gemini be coming in with the flyness, my lovies. The last couple of months, you're in good spirits, my lovies. For some of you, you are in really good spirits, and spirit don't want to hear it. For some of you, you could be making a decision. For some of you, you could be trying to book travel. You're trying to figure out where you're going to go. You're spending a little bit of money when it comes to, or a significant amount of money when it comes to travels. For some long distance travels, you can be taking a vacation. For some, you have something coming up, upcoming vacation for some. For some of you, you could be planning something for December as well. For some of you, you are picking your significant other or an empress, or you want to pick a creative venture. For some of you, you are trying to weigh the pros and the cons of investing in a situation. And you go from some type of like independent role, independent contractor, working by yourself, feeling very liberated, to more getting into some type of like choice. But you got to make a choice for some. You see the lover, the path, you have to choose. There come many paths, but you must choose one. For some of you, Cupidon. For some of you can speak French, or somebody speaks French around you. You could be shot by Cupid, and you ain't stupid. For some of you, you're trying to pick some type of path. You're trying to choose a pathway, going from very, very independent energy into investing in a choice, into a road. You are at a crossroads though for some, and the choice is about to be made. Your hand, for some of you, oh my gosh, okay, for some of you, a Capricorn could be significant because the devil has the hand in something as well for some. So you could be, the choice is very, the path, the choice, the lovers is very related to Capricorn energy. If you look at the pathways, for some of you, you could be wary. You could be weary for some. For some of you, something about O'Leary, something about O'Leary, something about O'Reilly's. For some of you, there could be a path, 111 energy. 80148, the number 54, the number 45, the number 3, and the number 2, the number 32, the number 23. For some of you, you're trying to make a choice. You're trying to make a choice. For some of you, you're not trying to be too nasty. I am getting nature's produce. For some of you, and it has an apple on it. You don't want to bite the apple. You don't want to fall into a temptation. For some of you, King of Diamonds when it comes to some type of King of Wands energy, though. For some of you, very Gemini. Absolutely very Gemini. In this tarot, this is Gemini energy. So the King of Diamonds in ancient tarots is the King of Pentacles, technically, but I'm also getting King of Wands energy. So for some of you, you're trying to weigh between like tradition and passions. There's a mix there. For some of you, there could be something sensual, there could be something that's lustful. You're trying to weigh between what makes sense stable and what's going to be for a fun time, what's going to be for a long time. For some of you, Stanley is coming in. Boom. On y va. You're trying to make wise choices. Here we go with this. This little girl, what does she say? For some of you, you have a little girl and she rules your world. For some of you, you have a few little girls. Do you want to make bad choices today? A girl and her mom asks her, do you want to make bad choices today or do you want to make good choices? I want to make bad choices. And she has like a list. For some of you, somebody can have a list. For some of you, you're trying to make good choices, but there's a little demon inside of you, 712, a sex demon for some of you, that's tempting you to want to make bad choices. Vices and devices. For some of you, you like devices. For some of you, okay. I'm getting like tracking devices. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That energy was present in today's reading. Check out today's reading for some. 3333 on the back of that bus. For some of you, you have definitely choices to make, creative energies, new pathways to take. And it's all based on a trinity. It's all based on the energies that come together to make a new something or other. It's really related to Venus energy, so it could be related to your mother for some. It could be related to your partner for some. It could be related to Rhea, to Rihanna, to Rianne for some. It could be Brianne for some, or Brianna. For some of you, the name James has been very present. 811 on the clock. The 1988 could be significant for some, but 811, higher level commitments, higher level engagements, your soul's calling. What's the next path for you? What makes most sense for you? For some of you, stable, though, you're feeling really stable because King of Wands, and you could be really in passions, in work, especially when it comes to finances. Things are looking pretty solid for some, or not too many crazy changes. You're feeling quite stable in whatever your situation is, so that's a good thing. The name Liz, the name Elizabeth, Fraser, the name Fraser, something about Brentwood or Kentwood. Brentwood, I'm getting Brentwood. Something about Benton. Sani, something about Shawnee, something about Cheyenne. Someone lied. Cheyenne, who's got a man for some. Amanda, the number 18, the number 19, the number 1776. Okay, for some of you, when the Constitution was written for some reason. Something about diplomats, the diplomats. I'm getting Dipset. For some of you, like Dipset. Jewels, Dip, Santana, set. When you grip, a Jeep Wrangler, text, who you with, the Range Rover, throw up your set, Dipset, milk, whole milk, Altadena, Delta, Jewels, dip, dip. Santana, set, set. When you grip, grip. Text, text. Who you with. Something about Texas Instruments. Throw up your set, dip, set, dip, set, dip. Yo, I be with a gang of gangs who bang on gangs, animals, orangutans. For some of you really like Dipset. Got a whole selection, or rap, or hip hop, or something like that, or East Coast, early 2000s, a whole selection of my whole selection. For some of you, you're definitely pimping all over the world, and I'm big pimping. Some bitch, listen, this isn't no. What does he say? No gang bang is here. Like something here. The whole bird gang's in here. For some of you, bird gang. And bang a chair, something chair. Y'all some dead mother effers. In my city block. Barge through the city block. Something. For some of you, you respect your mama quite a bit. You don't want no drama with your mama. All right, anyways, let's go, my lovies. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado. To mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez. To mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez. To mi abuelito Felix Antonio Núñez. For some of you, you have an ancestor who has an ancestor. Okay, it's an ancestor who had dentures, and you liked looking at their dentures. Someone had funky dentures. To Mama Merce. To Mama Merce. To Mama Merce. October. Red Octobers to Shango, to Shango, to Shango, to Yemaya, to Yemaya, to Yemaya, to Papalegba, to Papalegba, to Papalegba, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Ogun, to Ogun, to Ogun, to Ochosi, to Ochosi, to Ochosi. To the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To all of the trusted ancestors of all of those that are connecting with this work, what are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To the all, to your unconditional love and your wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. Something about pumpkins, something about condensed milk. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? Something about a female in a gang, a female who's a gangbanger. To the all, to your unconditional love and your wisdom, to your divine mercy, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? To all of the trusted ancestors of all of those that protect and love and guide this work. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages? In love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and justice, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and mercy, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth in justice. The name Justin, what is up? What is up? What is up? Hot stuff. How's it flowing? How's it going? What's popping? And what's cracking? 1321, 1322. We are reading for, we're not reading for my Leos, but for some of you, you're reading, the Leo could be significant, or there's a Leo interested in a Gemini who doesn't lie. I am getting a male Leo who's interested in a female Gemini. But what is up, my darlings? What is up? What is up? If you were doubting, he is interested, my lovies. For some of you, there's a Leo who is really interested in a Gemini. Jesus, my lovies, like his energy is on you. It's like Jesus, but okay. But then what is up, my lovies? We're reading for my Geminis. Reading for my Geminis. We're reading for you. It is true. We're reading for you 14, 10, 14, 11. Or we're reading for someone who is interested very heavily on a Gemini. But what's up, my lovies? We're reading for you the next 28 days, or give or take, because we may do another reading, because it is whatever you need. But for some of you, you're making a choice. For some of you, there's a hound. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Da, 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 da. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Doody doody doo. You ain't blah 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 blah, and you ain't no friend of mine. Da 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 da. That's what you got in your soul, my lovies. dun, 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 and you ain't no friend of mine. You may know that someone's like hounding you, my lovies, and you just kind of take it. You're so stylish, though, my lovies. For some of you, it's like you're so irresistible, and someone's like, they ain't nothing but a hound dog. Jesus. Anyways, they want you, my lovies. Jeez, they haunt you, my lovies. We got an 8 of clubs with a jack of diamonds. Okay, for some of you, esoterically, technically, the Jack of Diamonds is someone that comes to deliver a message. So somebody can be delivering a message about a young lady. Someone could be delivering a message about paperwork. Someone could be delivering a message about a small amount of money. But you got a message coming in. There could be a little bit of lies in a situation, but you got a message coming in. So you have to decipher on whether or not this message makes sense for you. For some of you, you could be dealing with a young lady around you. For some of you, you can have, I did feel a daughter. For some of you, have a daughter. For some of you, there's a young lady that you feel very close to over the next 28 days. Someone in their, early 20s at most, no more than that. Somebody wants to toast. For some of you, this could be someone that you're spending time with, because I am getting esoterically also a Jack of Wands in there. A Knight of Wands and a Page of Wands. For some of you, have a little fling happening with a young thing. I'm getting pretty young things. Repeat after me. I said, nah, 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 nah. Okay. Jesus. For some of you, maybe a few pretty young things. That's how you're looking at them. But you want to give someone a ring. I don't know. For some of you, there's someone that's very immature in their soul, but you may be looking at this person as a potential wife. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Doom doom dooby dooby doom 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 doom. And no, not every man is like this, and no, not every woman is like that. Not every woman is a hound dog. Not every man is a hound dog. You got a contract, Ace of Spades energy. You're signing a contract. For some of you, you could be learning the death of somebody. I am seeing a 9 of Spades. So for some of you, if something is blocked, it's for something better to come through. For some, a newsletter. For some, there's a newsletter that someone needs to read or is responsible for. There's a newsletter in the field for some. For some of you, there's a letterhead. For some of you, I'm getting like shark head or shark heed or shark sneed. Shark, something about shark. Shark is coming in. You got a contract. Ace of Spades energy is a contract. You are signing a contract not too far from where you stay. Oh, the contract is blocked. There it is. 9 of Spades. Right there. There it is. For some of you, there's an ending of a contract. You have to turn in some paperwork to administration. For some of you, after a contract is completed, you're going to get a little bit of money. For some of you, I am getting something about passports. For some of you, there may be something that's blocked, a move that's blocked. For some of you, you may need to renew passports. For some of you, passport bros are in your field. What the hell, my lovies, is going on over there? What the hell is going on between the sheets of my home? Baby, wait, let me explain. 1811. Before you start to, my stomach hurts. For some of you, being cautious if you don't want to get pregnant by a lover, or if you don't want to get a lover pregnant. There's also an undercover and a crown. There's a truck going by with a crown. Then an 80 could be significant for some. The number 22 could be significant for some. But you got an ending of a situation here. For some of you, you can be learning the death of somebody. Not too far from where you live, you'll be hearing some news. Someone's going to tell you something ended. For some of you, there's a young lady that can tell you that she got fired as well. For some of you, but she's going to be, there was a rehire involved in a situation, but there's an ending of a contract for some. Ace of Spades to the 9 of Spades is death. It's an ending of a situation. For some of you, there's a Penske truck or an unmarked Penske truck. It looks like a Penske truck, but it has none of the letters, but that's funny. Okay, everything's coming in for a reason. Maybe for somebody's not that great at maybe somebody works in administration, or maybe someone's responsible for sending out paperwork or doing administrative things, and they're not really doing it. So you're going to fire somebody. For some of you, this is you firing somebody, or somebody needs to rehire somebody, or you're looking at paperwork and you signed a contract with someone who's not that great. And you sealed your fate though. And you want to kind of like renege this contact. For some of you, don't want to talk to somebody anymore. For some of you, if you were messing around with an F-buddy or whatever, someone who's a fling not too far from where you live. Again, there's decisions to be made. And for some of you, you're going to decide not to go that way. Anyways, You got Jack of Diamonds. Really good news coming in when it comes to a contract. You have another contract coming in. For some of you, you could be, again, negotiating. I'm feeling different pathways that are opening up for you, and there come many paths, and you must choose one, and you are going to do that. So you have contracts that are coming in, a lot of negotiation to sign some type of contract, officialize something. This is for you as a gentleman or for your partner in a work situation. This is actually for your boss for some. For some of you, a well-meaning man in a work situation. For some of you, someone that works in a uniform, someone in the military, someone at a distance from you, someone that likes to look good. For some of you, someone dresses really well and they travel quite a bit. This is somebody that's very well traveled. For some of you, you could be very well traveled. For some of you, long distance travels. King of Diamonds is regional travel, long distance travel, international travel. We did say something about your passport. You got to get your passport ready for some, or you got to get ready for some type of long distance travels, and it's a good move for some. For some of you, you're worried about long distance travels. For some of you, you have an ex worried about communicating something with you. 8 of Spades to the King of Clubs energy. For some of you, you as a gentleman could be worried about traveling. For some of you, your significant other could be worried about traveling, especially when it comes to work or how much you have to spend on a situation. Something about Gap, like something about Gap teeth, and then also something about Gap, the company. You could be traveling you may need to buy clothes to travel for some. A lot of money spent, a lot of money for some. You're worried about communication for some. You're worried about communicating with a brother, a friend, or a son for some. For some of you, you can hear that a brother is sick. For some of you, you may not be feeling that well over the next few days, for some of you, it's over the next few days. You may want to take a break. You may want to take some time to heal, maybe for some. You got success no matter what. You could be worried about talking to a brother or talking to a well-meaning man, or business plans for some, but everything is going to be all right no matter what, because for some of you have people cursing you. Jack of Spades to the 8 of Spades, shitsy pitsy. When you have the Jack of Spades and the 8 of Spades in a 13 card spread or in a 15 card spread, or if it comes out, again, it depends on the spreads, but this means that you have people around you who don't have your best interest in mind, who would be willing to harm you, steal from you. For some of you, you could be hearing some bad news from a brother who's far from you, or a well-meaning man who's far from you, who you consider some type of brother. If somebody's traveling internationally, being cautious for some. Don't want to get anything, any issues. 2212. This is a family member. For some of you, you have family members who don't have your best interest in mind. Ace of Hearts. For some of you, being cautious of who you bring to your home over the next 28 days. Ace of Hearts is your home. It's the couple. It's the family. For some of you, if your brother has want to put their 2 cents in your relationship, I would be cautious about your friends or who you share your information about your relationship or your potential relationships with, or anything that has to do with your home, your couple, or your family, the family you've created. Because for some of you, you have haters around you that are willing to sabotage you. 8 of Spades to the Jack of Spades is hoodoo, black magic, whatever you want to call it. Black magic, white magic, a white man, hoodoo, voodoo, cuckoo. Someone has a van, something about Stanley energy, something about North Transit, something about North transportation. I'm getting Fernando's transportation. Someone could be from a Spanish-speaking country, or like merengue, or someone travels to a Spanish-speaking country, or someone wants to travel to a Spanish-speaking country. But I'm also getting I don't know if they still have them. It's kind of like a Peter Pan, but not really. When I was younger, we would take a lot of these buses back and forth between New York and Rhode Island, and you would pay X amount of money. They actually got kind of expensive, but it's like short buses that you take back and forth from one place to another. But being cautious, because for some of you, somebody could harm. They would want to harm your brother. For some of you, there are people that are willing to steal from you or take from you, or again just send out very or project very negative entities, and this for their entertainment. They do this for their entertainment. Anyways, just being cautious around your house for some, or people you bring around your house, or you're around your spouse or around your family for some, because they're envious of your projects. But you have successful projects when it comes to a work situation, things that are near and dear to your heart. You have a surprise here. These are new people that you're meeting for some, a blonde female for some, or a bunch of females for some that are very catty. For some of you, you have a lot of females around your family, your significant other. You hang around with a lot of people. For some, you meet a lot of people. But Eight of Hearts is a surprise, is an invitation. For some of you, a date night. For some of you, you may want to take somebody. For some of you, if you are dating the same sex, you may want to travel with this person. But I would just be cautious. Especially if like people know that you are together, because for some it's like there's a well-meaning man, but you and this person are worried. For some of you, if I'm picking up on a couple, like again, the same-sex couple has been very present in the readings for some. If you have, especially two men, like if you're traveling together or you're trying to do something together, just being cautious with who you share that with, especially new people that you're meeting. Certainly, Spirit is saying, certainly you have success when it comes to travels. For some of you, if you're worried about a house situation or moving in with a spouse or officializing something with a couple, everything is going to be all right. You have success. Certainly you have success. For some of you, you can get a lot of support from a brother and a few friends. For some of you, you're hanging out with a lot of young ladies. There's a lot of young ladies and traveling with young ladies for some reason. Again, check out that energy of today. Hit them up, girls. Hit them up, guys. We're very present in today's reading. For some of you, you have a man around you who's like a snake. There's a man who's a snake and a fake, and this person's very deceitful. This person has a rotten soul and rotten goals. So what do we have? We have 2 8s. So you have soulmate energy, whatever your soul's calling is. You're feeling like you're in your soul's purpose for some. For some of you, you have 2 kings. So high honors when it comes to a conversation with new people you're meeting at a distance. For some of you, there are delays when it comes to a work situation. But you have success, even though you have people trying to put hurdles in your way. Or for a brother, for some, if a brother is worried about work or a good friend is worried about work, there are negotiations, especially if this person wants to travel for a living or for work. Definitely can do that. What else? There are not great changes in money for some. A little bit of money coming in from work, but nothing too crazy. And that's pretty much it right now. Let's see this 8 of Spades energy. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. You're worried about communicating with a father, with a well-meaning man, because there are delays. For some of you, there's a well-meaning man in a work situation. For some of you, there's a father who's worried. For some of you, there could be a money invested around a father's health or something to do with your father's health, or a well-meaning man or your partner. But there's a well-meaning man. For some of you, if you are dating someone, and again, especially if you are, I'm getting 2 men involved in a situation, 2 people born with a penis. This person actually really cares about you, really loves you. Doobie-doobie-doo. For some of you, these people that don't have your best interest in mind, you have joy over these people. There's a contract here. They're just trying to stop a contract for you. For some of you, they could be envious people. Check out today's reading for some. It will speak, I think, to you, especially about people trying to take your spot, trying to like copy what you do and then pretend like it's their ideas and then trying to make money off of that. That copycat energy is very present for some in an organization. These are people at work. For some of you, there's a hospitalization here or some type of medical checkup. That's a good thing, my lovies, because I think somebody really needs it. It's like, yes, for some of you, someone really needs some type of checkup. 2811. That's pretty much it, my lovies. That is it. That is done. We're done. So 2817, 2818, and you got the 18, my lovies. Doobie doobie doo, doobie doobie doo. And here we have this person that likes to look good, likes to Trevor, likes to dress well. Trey, Terrence, Torrance, likes to take care of themselves. Timothy, something with a T, likes to take care of themselves, likes to look good, likes to dress well. This person is your partner. For some of you, I feel 2 men in a relationship, and you're looking opposite directions for some, but I think this person really, certainly for some of you, this is someone new you're meeting. For some of you that you're not in a same-sex couple, this is someone new you're meeting. Something about Nunez. Someone has my last name. Oh, that's cool. For others that are in a same-sex couple, for some of you, you have new love in your field, and this person is like the real deal. Even though they may be either a lot younger than you, but they're the real deal. For others, and they're gonna like your brothers. For others, especially if you're in a same-sex thing, you're already in something and you can be spending a lot of time with this person, and again, this person really cares about you. Boom, my lovies. I think that's good, my lovies. That's good. What say you? I say true. Anyways, stay well, my lovies. Until very, very soon. Your sister friend loves you and adores you, loves you and adores you. Your spirit friends love you and adore you, love you and adore you. Your sister friend loves you and adores you, loves you and adores you. Your sister friend and your Siri friends. For some, you love Siri, my lovies, and your sister friend and your spirit friends. For those of you who are in San Diego, check out our Instagram. We will be at our event coming up soon over the next few weeks. We do face-to-face readings at vegan events, and you can check us out, and maybe you'll stop by and get a reading from your sister friend who don't lie. Anyways, my lovies, stay well. I love you. I love you. I love you for sentimental reasons. I hope that you believe me, my lovies. I've given this my heart. You got me. For some of you got me nervous. What's going on? For some of you, you're nervous about something or somebody. For some of you, you're nervous about your new lovey. Anyways, my lovies, stay well. In love always, in love always, in love always, and forever, homies.